Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna have some wings. So I got some hot honey tenders and some cheese fries. I already started eating the cheese fries a little bit. Ooh, hope it didn't go out of it. So this is what we eating today, y'all. I was on a fast for 2 days. I am ready to eat. All right. And of course, I got my ranch. I'm gonna put some ranch on here, and I need ranch to dip this. But Lord, thank you for this food. Please let it be nourishment to my mind, my body, my soul. Bless any hands that have prepared it and remove any impurities. Amen. Amen. All right. So, y'all, I want to talk to y'all. When I was buying this food, I was reminded of a situation that happened to me when I was younger. And I might have been like 15, 16 at the time when it took place. But so I was dating this guy, and I remember one time he took me, he was like, let's get something to eat. And the reason why this crossed my mind is because me and him later, we end up going to Wingstop, and I didn't order anything or whatever. And the people were like, oh, well, here's some fries complimentary on us. I guess because they thought he was starving me or something, because he was eating and I wasn't eating nothing. That's well, they had me full. I ordered 3. Well, 3 of these look like nuggets. They're a little salty today. But until they brought me some fries out. But the whole reason why I wasn't eating prior to that, this same guy had took me to Burger King one time. And he was like, are you hungry? Do you want something or whatever? We're in a drive-thru. And I was like, yeah. I was like, can I get a number? And he looked at me and he was like, oh no, baby, we don't do numbers. We don't do numbers over here. And then I was like, huh? And I was just like, oh, well, never mind. You know, it's fine. I don't want nothing. Because I'm not going to let you treat me less than how I treat myself. And so then after that, anytime we would go out, I'll be like, no, you can't afford what I would eat. So take care of yourself. And, you know, I'll be good. But I had known him for a while. So that was the only reason why I would still hang out with him. And plus, it was kind of a sympathy thing too. Because he had stuff going on. And so then I would feel bad, like, to not answer his calls or to not go sit and listen to him talk about all the stuff he had going on. I would feel bad, you know, like, because I'm like, if it was me, I want somebody to be there for me. So I would go still sit and listen and talk to him. But on that Burger King incident, it was like, no, thank you. You're not the guy for me. And like, I had tried to break up with him. Oh my God, y'all, it was crazy when I tried to break up with him. He literally left his car at my mom's house, got out the car, and took off running. Oh, that's the fort. And took off running. So I had to get in his car and try to like chase him down with his car. Because literally, he was like, no, you break up with me, you know I was about that going on, and da da da. I can't do this. I don't want to live no more. He was like doing all that stuff. Like, and my mama was witnessing this. She was like, Esther, what you done to this boy? I said, I didn't do nothing to this boy. Well, like, for real, I didn't do nothing to this boy. Like, I tried to SEX him, and I was just turned completely off. Like, I was just dry as the Sahara Desert. It just was a no. It was a no-go. So I'm telling my mom, I'm like, I don't know. All I ever did was sit and listen and talk to him. He wrote me a whole song and everything, y'all. I think I still got the CD somewhere. But I was just like, certain stuff he would just do, like that whole we don't get number thing. I was like, and I even told him, I was like, oh well, yeah, I do, that's what I'm used to getting. So, you know, if you can't afford it, that's okay. You know, I'll eat something else because I don't want to eat this anyways. I don't even usually eat Burger King. And so then, before he took me home, because I wasn't driving at the time, y'all, I didn't have a car yet. I had him take me somewhere else to get some food. And so then I got my food, and he was like, really? You really gonna? I was like, yes, because I can buy my own food. Baby. The song people used to have as my ringtone back then, like my friends and stuff. Y'all know that Miss Independent song by Leah's Neo? It's like Miss Independent to the fullest. Low never too much. Whatever. That song was my theme song back then. Like, everybody knew, like, baby, Ashley kept that money. Ashley kept that bread. Ashley took care of herself. Everybody knew that, even when I was a teenager. So the fact that he would play in my family, like, what makes you think you about to play in my face? Like, no, I can feed myself. You asked. You offered. Like, what the? So, anywho. So, yeah, I was thinking about that when I was ordering this food. I was like, man, it's crazy. Because when you don't have, people treat you bad when they think you don't have nothing. You know, we were still living in the hood back then. And so he would literally come pick me up. I think were we living off a boater back then? We had so many different houses. I can't remember. No, we was living over by the train tracks. We were living off of Reading. And so he would come pick me up. So we was actually out the hood at this point. Like, I mean, the area we lived in wasn't like the top of the notch, best. Excuse me, it was still stuff going on, like drug dealing and stuff like that around the neighborhood. But I wasn't waking up to bullets and gunshots and all that stuff all through the night and all that. I didn't have to worry about our house getting shot up and all that. So, it was a better neighborhood. Wasn't the best, but it was a better neighborhood. We were not too far from the airport. And so, but people will treat you like, when they think you don't have nothing, Yeah, treat you like it's crazy how people treat you when they think you need them. And so I always made it a point in my life to make sure I never needed anybody. And so because I seen how people treated me when they thought I needed them, how poorly they treated me, how they talked down to you, how they, you know, it's like they holding something over you. Like, And so, and I made it a part of my mission, my life mission to like, I'm about to tell y'all, I got raspberry tea. It's really sweet. I'm gonna probably put some water in there once I get it low enough. Put some of my water in there. But I made it my mission, like, to not treat people like that. Like, if I offer you something to eat, I'm gonna treat you the same way I would treat myself. Baby, ball out, baby. Get you an appetizer. I don't want a dessert, but you want a dessert, baby. Get you a dessert. Get you the drinks, however many drinks you want. Like, that's the type of friend I am. But that's also what got me in a lot of trouble. Because when I was still working for the people, and I would get them bonuses, I'm bailing people out of jail, paying people's bills, taking everybody out to the nicest restaurants because we're young. We're in our 20s. A lot of people, like, around me, they hadn't experienced none of that type of life. And so, I'm like, baby, I'm up, we up. I'm up, we up. That's me. That's me. I'm up, we up. And so, I'm taking everybody out, paying the whole tab. People ain't even like me. Paying the whole tab. Paying people to go on cruises. And all kind of other stuff. Like, paying for people hotel stays for a whole weekend at the Hilton. Baby, at the Hilton. Taking people to the spa. I'm doing all kind of stuff for people just because I had the money. Because I had never had that much money before. And it was a big mistake. Like, when I look back on it now, I'm like, man, I wish I never did that. I wish I took that money and invested it or something. But in my mind, it's going to always come again because it did. At that time, it was nothing. I was going to get more money. It was nothing to me. But when I look back on it now, I'm like, then people didn't even like you. And then people haven't talked about you behind your back, treated you bad. Like, what was you doing, sis? In the company of ill counsel, it'll get you every time. And so, yeah. But I realized he was treating me. He was treating me how he treated himself. But to be honest, y'all, he was like the more responsible of us. He worked like 2 jobs, even though we was in high school. And he had like good jobs. Like construction type stuff, like we're working on houses type stuff, like. And then he kept like a little fast food job too at Whataburger. But he was doing a thing, you know? And so so sweet. But for me, I'm just like, I don't know. And when you never had nothing, you know, you just, it's like you want to take everybody with you. You like, oh my God, you gotta experience this. We ain't never do nothing like this. They bringing the meat to the table and cutting it at the table. Baby, look at this salad bar. Like, even though when I was younger, like when I really started dating, I would get taken out to all kind of places and exposed to all kind of places, okay? But it still was nothing compared to like Perry's Steakhouse. You see what I'm saying? Like if y'all from Dallas, y'all know Perry's Steakhouse. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like Chamas de Fogo, Texas de Brazil. Like, what is it? The Steakhouse at Gaylord. They was taking me out, but baby, they couldn't afford that. They couldn't afford those type of bills. You know, it wasn't no Ruth's Chris. We would go to like Charleston's Cheesecake Factory before Cheesecake Factory was as high as it is now. And stuff like that, you know. But yeah, just like, just know, you teach people how to treat you. You do. And though, yeah, I felt bad when I broke up with him, when he did all that stuff. When I really think about it, I'm like, no, I'm glad I didn't settle. Because if I did, I'd probably still be in Tulsa. With somebody's kids or something, you know? And that life was just never for me. So, yeah. But anywho, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this, y'all. Because my stomach is like barking. Like, girl, it's enough already. These tenders are good, though. So this might be it for me. That's all I came to talk about, y'all. Thank y'all for coming back to see me. I just realized I recorded this the wrong way. Well, it is what it is. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.